Breaking news now coming in. This is with regards to the death toll in Lebanon, now crossing as many as 200. The number of people killed by the Israeli strikes in Lebanon since Monday has risen to 270, with another 798 being wounded. Lebanon's health ministry has come out with these very reports. It was not clear how many were civilians. Out of them, tens of thousands more have been displaced in the war-torn Lebanon at this point, after the attacks by the United States and Israel on Iran triggered a new war in the Middle East. Hezbollah launched missiles and drones into Israel on Monday for the first time in over a year, and Israel has retaliated by bombarding southern Lebanon and Beirut's southern suburbs. Now, explosions have rocked Beirut's southern suburbs, and smoke enshrouding the entire region following Israeli strikes could be seen, as is very evident from these visuals. It is the damage, the devastation, destruction that's in fact come about in Lebanon as well at this point, as they have joined this very war too. An explosion in fact rocked Beirut's southern suburbs on March 6th. This is the very visual post that attack that took place, wherein we could see clouds of smoke in fact completely shrouding that very region. And Israel pounded Beirut after ordering an unprecedented evacuation of the entire southern suburbs of Lebanese capital, a major expansion of the war against Iran. It began a week ago alongside the United States. Now, Ashraf Wani is joining us from Beirut itself as we speak, as we are the only channel there in war-torn Lebanon at this point as we speak. Ashraf, very firstly, I want you to take us through what exactly are you seeing in Beirut at this point of time? What seems to be the situation as death toll numbers are now coming in and it's crossed 200 already?
Yes, absolutely. The number has crossed 220.
We'll get that connection patched back, of course. It is a very difficult place to be in right now, viewers, as we're speaking. You can see the tensions, you can see the kind of strikes that are continuing in this very region. There are people, the residents, the locals of these very regions who had already been warned to, in fact, evacuate. Ashraf is back with us. Ashraf, yes, please continue your thought.
Yeah, Shreya, basically what I was telling you, that there is again all the areas being targeted by the IDF across the Lebanon, particularly in the south suburb of Beirut. This is the stronghold of Hezbollah, and this is the densely populated area where specifically when this war started 8 years back between Iran and Israel and the US. Now the second target is the Lebanon by the Israel, particularly because Lebanon shares the border with the Israel, and this is the long conflict between Hezbollah and the Israeli defensive forces since decades. It started in the 90s when Hezbollah was formed. Then in 2006, Hezbollah managed to push out the Israeli army from South Lebanon. But during the 2023 war, Hezbollah again started war with the Israel, and that continued for almost a year. Finally, when Hassan Nasrallah was assassinated in 2024, then there was a ceasefire in November 2024 between Israel and the Hezbollah. But after the Iran attack on Saturday, the Hezbollah once again changed its strategy and has started targeting the Israel. Israel wants that with Iran, the main enemy for them is the Hezbollah, which has a lot of capability, much of which was wiped out by the Israel during the one-year war in 2024. But since last 8 days, we are seeing that the remaining force of Hezbollah is being regularly targeted, not only the Hezbollah members and their commanders, but also their institutions, their facilities, their offices, their media cells. Everything is targeted all across the Lebanon, particularly here in the Beirut. I want to show to our viewers one of the instances of such attacks, so that in the visuals and in commentary, the viewers could understand that what actually is the policy of Israel here. This is one of the hotels here in the Beirut. You can see this is the four-star hotel, and specifically one apartment. This apartment has been targeted by the Israeli Air Force because there was some intelligence input with the Israeli Defense Forces that a member of Islamic Revolutionary Guard has traveled from Iran to Lebanon to help and guide the Hezbollah fighters here. As he enters this hotel 2 days back, this is the story of 2 days back, because here you can see everything now. Everyone has left the area. There is no one visible in the vicinity, but see the specific and targeted assassination attempt by the Israeli Air Force. They targeted the room where that allegedly Iranian Revolutionary Guard member was sleeping. And when this building was targeted, now the Hezbollah is very much, because only the Hezbollah members and the people associated with the Hezbollah were knowing the moment of that Iranian commander, that who has passed on this information with the Israel. They specifically targeted this hotel apartment when the Iranian Revolutionary Guard member came to this place. This is a new policy which has been put in place by the Israel. They have already mentioned it. They are going to target each and every Iranian interest in the Lebanon, and also any member from the Iranian establishment, if is in the Lebanon, he will be the target of Israel. And same is the scenario what we are seeing here, Shreya, and that is the complicity of the war. Not only here in the Beirut, this is the capital, this is the main city, but the main war where the ground invasion has been carried out by the Israeli Defense Forces on the border of southern Lebanon. They believe that this is the threat for the northern Israel, because we have seen during the 1 year of war in 2024, more than 1 lakh population from the northern parts of Israel was compelled to leave their homes and move to the safer locations in Israel. That was a big headache with the Benjamin Netanyahu and also with the Israeli establishments. They could not afford that kind of displacement inside their own country. That is why now they have started the ground invasion in the southern parts of Lebanon. They are telling the people in the villages living on the border to move beyond the Litani River. That is the almost 8% of the land which Israel wants to control itself. And that is why they have started that ground invasion with the tanks and other military equipment. And the fight between the Hezbollah fighters, because the most dent has been already put inside the Hezbollah by wiping out their leadership, by the IDF, as well as by targeting their all the resources and establishments, including the weaponry, by the IDF. But despite that, the Hezbollah is saying that they are going to their last breath with Israel, particularly after the assassination of the supreme leader of Iran on Saturday.
Right, Ashraf, please stay with us.